Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a relationship and love-themed hypnosis session. And I was working with a client that was in a relationship. They'd been in this relationship for a couple of years, and they really wanted to turn this beginning stage of a relationship into a really long, committed relationship. But what they found is that there were certain things that were not really aligned with their value system. And what they really wanted to do is to either figure out that this relationship was something where their values could be met and they could meet the needs and values of their partner, or make the evaluation that their values and needs couldn't be met in this relationship, and then that would free up their time to kind of find someone relevant for them. But that wasn't the goal. The goal was to have a really strong relationship with their new partner. And rather than giving conditions and pressure or expectations to meet their need, this comes from a place of freedom and acceptance, and links to this kind of, I think it's a proverb, this proverb of if you love someone, let them go, and giving them that kind of real freedom, and then they can evaluate if their effort is being reciprocated. So there's lots of very powerful suggestions in here. The client, a big fan of nature. The waterfall that I referenced right at the beginning of this hypnosis session is the, I think it's Yosemite, is a national park in the States. Yosemite, I think it's actually pronounced now I think about it. Yosemite National Park, Yosemite Falls. So you're actually going to hear the client who had hiked up to this waterfall many times, almost floating above the waterfall, and there's some acceptance and commitment therapy metaphors linked in there as well. This is really going to be useful for someone in the early stages of a relationship, still figuring out if this is the right relationship to commit to, but from a place of optimism, love, and synergy rather than coercion and control. So if that sounds like you would benefit, then continue watching. And of course, if you like the idea of something a bit more bespoke and specialized for you, then there will be a link in the description where you can schedule a completely free consultation call to explore working with me. And then we can have a chat, and I might be the hypnotherapist that is working with you directly. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a feeling of serenity and tranquility. And as you exhale, give permission to release any tension. Any stress, any worries, just allow it to leave your body in your outward breath. Breathing in powerful resources that you need, and exhaling any feelings of worry, concern, any emotion at all that is not conducive to the very highest quality of life. As your body relaxes, your imagination awakens. And I want you to imagine what it would feel like to be on a hike in nature. Not a recreational park, a national park, an area of incredible, outstanding mountains, forests, beauty in its most natural form. And I want you to imagine seeing a mountain with a waterfall, perhaps a waterfall that you've seen many times before. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine how it would feel to be hiking towards the very top of this mountain, where you can see the waterfall cascading beneath you. I want you to get a sense that some people consider anything challenging yet rewarding to be somewhat like a climb. And I want you to think of your relationship. A relationship that you value requires effort, consideration, thoughtfulness, effort and love. And as you imagine hiking up this mountain towards the very waterfall that represents flow and beauty and energy, I want you to feel that sometimes the journey itself is what creates wonderful feelings of accomplishment, of reward, a sense of pure reflection. And as you get to the top, I want you to imagine you're no longer there on solid ground. I want you to imagine how it would feel to be levitating over the waterfall. And the waterfall might be loud, but to you it feels silent and peaceful. You are at one with nature. And I want you to get a sense that you're about to let go of those things that don't belong in this new relationship. Maybe they did belong in a previous relationship, and that might be a standard or an expectation. And I want you to get a sense that the waterfall allows you to let go of the past, retaining all the wonderful memories, but letting go of anything that might impede the relationship that you're currently in. And you're levitating over this waterfall, feeling completely relaxed and comfortable. Just imagine any stress, any tension, any worries are leaving you and falling into the waterfall, cascading 800 meters down to the base. I want you to get a sense that you're breathing in what you need and letting go of anything that you don't. And as you levitate there over the waterfall, you can align with that part of your unconscious, the part that knows what would bring you more love, more connection, and more joy. Allow that part to awaken. And as your conscious mind drifts, your deeper mind becomes more receptive to the empowering beliefs that will now begin to shape the quality of your love and connection. I want you to imagine there up in the sky, over the waterfall, also levitating with you, are now two mirrors. In one mirror, you see your relationship exactly as it is now. Everything you like, and those things that don't feel quite right. And in the second mirror, you see the future. I want you to see a version of you and this relationship with even more love, even more connection, glowing with synergy. I want you to see this love is balanced. The connection is mutual. You give and you receive. No keeping score, but simply noticing how natural it feels to be met with presence and consideration. I want you to see that version of you, a version of you in the second mirror that clearly communicates your needs, not with the tonality of control, but just expressing your desires, your values. And imagine stepping into that version of you and feel it. Feel the alignment, the chemistry, the connection, the synergy. It feels greater than the sum of its parts. And this is a relationship where you amplify love by choosing to love generously and wisely. Because in this reality, love is not a transaction. It feels like a transmission. Imagine beginning to feel how deeply fulfilling it is to give that you wish to receive, and then observe gently and honestly and with full integrity whether your effort to meet their values is reciprocated in the way you would like it to be. That same consideration, thoughtfulness, energy and effort, even if it's done in a different way, I want you to get a sense A true synergistic relationship flows out and back naturally, not from control, not from responsibility or expectation, but purely from clarity. Because in this future, you deserve a relationship where both people want to be there. They want to be loved and to love. They want to give and receive, to have their needs met, but want to meet the needs of the other. And this flow does not come from obligation. It comes from a place of love, connection, shared desire, shared growth, and shared joy. And you begin to notice how easy it is to speak your values with confidence, knowing that they are not demands, but authentic expressions of what helps your heart feel seen and safe, and to feel loved, and connect with that feeling of feeling open, truly open, to hearing the values of your partner, acknowledging their desires, their responsibilities, what makes them feel loved and trusted and connected. I want you to see in this future lots of shared moments together, exploring together, learning together, being together. And in this future, there is passion and excitement. You want to spend time with them, and they want to spend time with you. The desire is there. Because this love, real love, is not about keeping someone close. It's about letting them feel free, so that when they return, they come back not out of need, but from choice. That's how you know they want to be with you. When you love them, let them go, knowing that when they return, it's because they want to. And you can trust that when your partner is away, when they have that time for themselves, it doesn't mean that you're less loved. It means they are recharging their batteries and refilling their cup so that they can pour more into yours, just as you do for them. It is true for many people that absence does make the heart grow fonder. And what if that time away galvanizes the love, connection, and desire and takes it to a whole new level? You are building something beautiful, not just a relationship, but a synergy, where the two of you together create something much, much greater than the sum of the parts. A dance of support, spontaneity, structure, and surprise. And there will be times when you plan and schedule, when you block out space to honor the relationship. And then there are times where you just go with the flow, where you welcome spontaneity, because you know that love grows in both rhythm and play. Step out of that second mirror and now see the present. And I want you to see the present naturally evolving over the next few days and weeks. And notice from this moment forward, you become more attuned to the clues that will make this relationship thrive. You give love freely, but also evaluate with wisdom, ensuring that your emotional needs, your values, your choice, your voice are being honored too. And when you notice that mutual care, that mutual affection, that mutual love, you allow it to expand, because you're cultivating a relationship that is safe, expansive, and full of trust. And each day, in small ways, you find yourself becoming more generous with affection and more receptive to love, more balanced in giving and receiving. And I want you to get a sense that this relationship is based on freedom and trust, not expectations and control. And therefore, that's how you know it's the right relationship for you. It's time to leave this levitation above a waterfall. And I want you to imagine how good it would feel to dive into the waterfall all the way down. Imagine how it would feel to leap off that place where you've been levitating. Feel the water all around you. A long dive. And as you dive deeper down, feel that you're returning to the present. You will not end at the bottom of this waterfall. You will end back here in the present, in the here and the now. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, start to connect and calibrate into the here and the now. That's it. As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, confident, full of love and trust, but also patience. Patience to evaluate whether your needs and your values can truly be met through this relationship, with the positive anticipation that they will. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.